Alright, what is good, y'all? I am back with another deck profile from Pilgrim Memories. This is a deck I piloted earlier this week, or a few weeks ago now. I don't know when y'all see. I'm sorry, I don't know when y'all are seeing this, but it's going to be while Pilgrim Memories is relevant. And I took this to locals. I went undefeated. Technically, I had 2 wins and a draw because I misplayed in time. However, I would like to still share with you the list. Now, this very much is a water station list. Start with the Return of Judgment. Let me put this over here. My lighting's messed up over on the other side. Return of Judgment and Water Station. But this is not just any Water Station list. This is a 12 Olympians list. So to get into the Olympian part of the package, we have Poseidon, Apollon, Artemis, Hestia, Athena, Ares, Hera, Aphrodite, Persephone, and Magdalene. So you're running 10 of the 11 Olympians that you can run. The only reason we're not running Hades is because the same reason when you're playing Zeus, Olympians are breaks. I don't care what anybody tells you, Olympians are breaks. You never want to see them in your opening hand. And Hades, honestly, in this way, if you proc Hades Enter, you also are losing your stones. So you just better hope that you don't need your stones to play. So we're just running the 10. The most important ones are going to be Hestia and Hera, and sometimes Magdalene. These are the 3 that matter the most. These are the ones that win games. So past that, our Resonator package is actually very small. You're running 4 Aspiring Diva. And the reason for this is because Aspiring Diva furthers both of your game. It furthers every single game plan in the deck. Most of the deck is chants, so you should be able to rip a chant. But however, me at locals, I whiffed I think 3 Aspiring Divas in a row. I don't know how that's possible. When y'all see the chant lineup, I don't know how it's possible. But also banishing to produce water either makes water for you, which is helpful with your chants, or RFG is the top card for your other stuff, so it helps further the solarization part of the package. Running 1 Replicant Loki, 1 Replicant Genji Tenshi. I think these could be dropped. Honestly, these aren't that good. They don't matter. I just wanted cards that solarize, that put stuff back into the deck, and then double Alice. It honestly is probably more worth just making all 4 of these just 4 Alice. Just run 4 Replicant Alice. I was also running 2 of the Flute with 2 of the Flute Chrono Gear with the what's it called, the solarized version. If you're running, I will say this right now, I think this deck is better pure. I think this deck is better if you're not running the Olympians and if you're just running it like a water station deck. Which of course you're going to shift into AYU when you pop and you have Return of the Shaman. I think if you're just running this as a pure water station shift into AYU deck, you run these at 4 on both of these, and I think the deck is a lot better, but I just want to do something fun, so I ran the Olympian build. Actually, last Resonator is I have 1 of the Liberated Shaman with double Rabbit Wave. These get sided out basically every game. I think this is okay. Again, if you're running the pure version, I think that you can make Rabbit Wave a 4 of, and then Liberated Shaman might be a 4 of, but it's my least favorite. Sorry, the camera's tweaking. It's my least favorite of the Liberated cards, especially because the Inheritance doesn't do anything unless you're Judgmented, which is one of the big things. So it's kind of my least favorite of the Inheritance cards, but I think Rabbit Wave is pretty good. It's better, of course, when it's quick cast. So last we have for additions, we have 4 of the Solaria's Water, as well as 1 AYU Pictorial Scroll. I think this is okay, but off the Flute, you can put it into field with a 1-drop, or, you know, just basically like ramps your Judgment, right? Because then when you flip over, you can call Stone with your tag, or your partner ruler, Judgment AYU, and then get another one. Never came up, but worst case is he gets banished for other costs, which now we get into the chants. And honestly, I'm looking at the chants and now I'm starting to see why I was whipping on chants, but y'all have to keep in mind, I think I'm running like 10 chants, and by the time that you hit you mulligan up to 5, right? And then I'm hitting at least 3 of the 25 cards left in deck, and I think 10 of them are chants. We have triple setting the stage, as it's like your 1 defensive card. 4 last movement, because sometimes you don't always have Will Up and further solarization. And then of course 4 of the Liberation of Water. Then you've got I forgot. We got one cascade of water solar. I forgot because I only owned one. This card is very good. It should be at 4, but I kind of forgot. I only own one, so forgettable. Anyways, double Dexia's Advice, 1 Flight of the Holy Sword. Dexia's Advice wins games. The misplay I was talking about is that I didn't play Dexia's Advice game 3 for some reason when I knew I could have, or game 2, and I could have won by playing Dexia's Advice. 1 Flight of the Holy Sword is a water chant that gets sacked. You can pull it off of this, but it also gives Eternal Barrier, which came up. And to get into these stones, it's 4 IU stone because we are shifting into IU once we pop. 1 light solarizite and 5 of the water. Again, I think if you just play this deck regular, you probably run like 8 water, 2 light, or 3 or 7 water, 3 light. And you just run 4 of the what's it called? 4 of the Replicant Alice, which honestly isn't ripping a lot of resonators. So, but she recycles is kind of the biggest thing. I don't know if I would run this Olympian. But when you shift, you have, of course, my partner is Aristella, as well as IU, and then Return of the Shaman for the one that you bring in. And I don't know, it's pretty good. I think, again, for this deck, I probably, if I was running it serious, I just wouldn't run the what's it called? The Olympians. Because I think that the Olympians are kind of bricks. So you could really just run this as like a turbo out IU Aristella contract, Aristella Judgment IU deck. Originally I was running like Birth of the Twin Prince too, but it's just too much. You start to run too many engines and things like that, and then it's like less consistent. But it was overall a fun deck. I would encourage you all to try it out if you have interest in playing with some of the new stuff. Of course, as always, I will have the screenshot of the deck profile at the end of the video just for your convenience. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you've been playing. God bless you all, and have yourselves a good one. Stay hydrated. Peace. As always, here's the list right at the end. Feel free to, take and use what you will. Like I said, I do think this is better as a pure list. Without the Olympians, you can run 4 Cascade, 4 of each of the Plute Chrono Gears, and potentially more Rabbit Waves / Liberated Shaman. But let me know what you think. Have fun and have yourselves a good one. Peace.